Hey love, welcome back to Galley Gourmet with Jay. Today I'm super excited. We're doing a meatloaf, but not just any meatloaf. We're doing an Asian inspired meatloaf. So let's get started. But first, you know me, I always have to have my wine. But today I'm switching things up like I always like to do every once in a while. I'm doing a vodka and cranberry and Sprite. So let me get started with my Croton Dam vodka. Okay, now we can get started. Okay, to start off with this meatloaf, we're gonna dice up some onion. Typically, if you have a larger onion, just do half of an onion, but these are kind of small, so I'm gonna use the whole onion. Throw the onions in and let those cook down. Now we're gonna get started with the filling. So I have 2 eggs. We're gonna add some soy sauce, 3 to 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. We're gonna add some garlic, 2 tablespoons of garlic, and the same with some ginger. And we wanna give that a quick stir. And just for a little heat, pinch of crushed red pepper. Okay, 2 pinches. And then for the beef, I've got ground beef and I've got ground veal. Now, if you don't like veal, you can just use ground beef. Most recipes for meatloaf call for beef, veal, and pork. You can do all 3. You can just do beef. You can do ground turkey. We're gonna just bring this all together a little bit. Mix the 2 meat mixtures together. We're gonna add some panko, 1/4 cup, a little bit of salt. You don't want too much because of the soy sauce, and some pepper. And let's give that a good mix. Okay, the onions look great. We're gonna let this sit off to the side and cool, and then we're gonna add it to the meatloaf, and then I'll form the meatloaf onto a sheet pan, and it goes right in the oven at 375 for about an hour. So here we go. Okay, our onions are cooled. So we're gonna add that to the meat mixture, and then we're gonna give this a mix. Incorporate the onions with the beef, and then the last thing I wanna do is add some green onion. Give this a little chop and incorporate that. And I've got my sheet pan, and we're gonna dump it right on here. And then we're gonna give this a little formation. Try to keep it as even as possible. And now I'm gonna pop this in the oven, and then we're gonna make the sauce for this. All right, while the meatloaf's in the oven, we're gonna start the sauce. So here we go. To a pan, and I'm using the same pan that I cooked the onions in. We're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of ginger, about 2 tablespoons of garlic, and we just want to cook this down a little bit, just get the raw flavor out. Gonna add some crushed red pepper. We're gonna do some brown sugar, about 1/4 cup. Give that a quick little mix, and then soy sauce. We are going to do probably about 1 cup of soy sauce, maybe 1.5 cups, and then we're gonna give that a stir. And a couple tablespoons of ketchup. And now we're just gonna let this cook down and thicken up a little bit, and we just wait for the meatloaf to be done. All right, my meatloaf has cooled down. Now time to slice it and plate. Now a restaurant trick, if you want all crispiness all the way around, we're gonna take this and pop it on a fry pan. Now we're just gonna add this beautiful sauce right on top. And for a little extra something something, some green onion. And there you have it, Asian-inspired meatloaf. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Till next time, with love.